foreign gang members that has been arrested in America has been sent to El Salvador's harsh prison. Welcome to hell. Let's get to a news feed that discusses it.
Hours after President Trump invoked an 18th century wartime law, alleged members of Venezuela's prison gang Tren de Aragua arriving in El Salvador. The Salvadorian president sharing this dramatic video on X depicting TDA and MS-13 gang members hauled off into a plane, thrown into a bus, and then their heads shaved as they're now being held in an infamous terrorism confinement center. A senior Trump administration official telling News Nation in total, 261 illegal aliens were deported to El Salvador, of which 137 were deported using that Alien Enemies Act. The timing comes as a federal judge actually blocked deportation flights after Trump invoked that law from 1798. But the Trump administration is firing back now, saying it did not violate that ruling because the planes were already in international airspace. News Nation's Jorge Ventura live in San Diego with what we're learning about those deportations at this hour. Jorge.
Before he speaks, I have to say, this is what I want my president to do. Stop trying to F up the economy and make the American people safe. That's what we really elected you for. We didn't elect you to cause the stock market to drop. We didn't elect you to fire workers. We didn't elect you for none of that. We elected you because we wanted you to be tough on crime and to get these criminals out of here. That's it. What you're doing with the stock market and Bitcoin or Trump coin and all that stuff, we didn't elect you for that. All right? So get it together.
Well, Alex, a senior Trump administration official confirming to News Nation that the rap sheets of those illegal aliens deported to El Salvador yesterday do include kidnapping, sexual abuse of a child, robbery, and aggravated assault on a police officer. Now, according to El Salvador's president, Nayib Bukele, the country will be receiving 238 suspected Tren de Aragua gang members and 23 suspected MS-13 gang members who were immediately transferred to the country's mega prison.
Footage from El Salvador's government shows a high-security transfer with shackled prisoners stumbling forward as heavily armed officers push them along. The wrists, ankles, and waist are tightly bound, forcing them to shovel in short, restricted steps. On the tarmac, riot police stand shoulder to shoulder, gripping their batons as helicopters hover overhead, scanning for any disturbances. The men are loaded one by one onto special units and military buses, their heads forced down as officers keep them under strict control. Sirens blare as a convoy of armored vehicles, escorted by special forces, transport them straight to the notorious CSOT mega prison, the same facility where El Salvador's government has locked up tens of thousands of gang members in recent years. Inside the prison walls, the men have their heads shaved in assembly line fashion while guards stand over them barking orders. Cameras capture the moment they're wearing white prison uniforms before being marched, hands behind their backs, into tightly packed holding cells. Back in Washington, D.C., a federal judge ruled that deporting migrants without due process violated long-standing U.S. asylum protections. The White House pushing back, saying they didn't violate a court order. Quote, "The order came too late, and illegals were already in international airspace."
Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this video up to this point. I really appreciate it. If you haven't, like the video, subscribe to this channel, and hit the notification bell so you'll be notified for any videos that I drop. Really appreciate you. Thank you for watching. Let's get back to it. Now, if you deport someone without due process, okay, I could kind of agree with that. But if these people are criminals, and you know they're criminals, they have rap sheets, they have caused chaos in America, I don't give a damn if this judge tried to block it. No, get their ass out of here. That's what's needed because the American people are tired of it. As I said before, I want Trump, J.D. Vance, Tom Homan, I want them to do the job to protect the American people. Now, Trump may have been a decent businessman. Some people say he hasn't. Get the hell out of trying to work with the economy because you're messing that up. Stop with these tariffs and all that stuff. Do what you got to do to get these criminals out of here and into that harsh prison because that's what we want. That is what we want.
The El Salvadoran president posting, "Oopsie, too late." His government confirming the inmates will remain in El Salvador with no plans to return them to the U.S. U.S. officials are backing the move. Secretary Marco Rubio called it a fair price for American taxpayers.
And for those 137 illegal aliens deported under the Aliens Enemy Act, that does allow the U.S. government to deport those individuals without trial, Alex.
Good. And that's what's needed. That is what's needed. And for any of you out there who have a bleeding heart and, oh my God, they shouldn't be deporting these guys, have them in your house. Have them in your house and let's see if you want them to be around your kids. You have predators who preyed on kids that's part of the members who were deported. That's who you want? You have killers who were deported. That's who you want around your family? I know damn sure I don't want them around my family. And it's good riddance to them. Now, the other immigrants who is trying to do what they got to do and trying to make moves and stuff like that, if they're not committing any crimes, I'm a type of person that, as an independent, I feel that, hey, look, allow them to be able to do what needs to be done in this country. All right? But if they want to become American citizens, they got to get to the way back at the back of the line, and they got to wait at least 5-10 years, in my opinion. And if you have any other thoughts about that, put it in the comment section. But I feel that it's good that Trump is doing what needs to be done, Tom Homan doing what needs to be done, J.D. Vance doing what needs to be done, so that we can protect the American people and the American people can know that their president is doing what needs to be done so that we can be safe.